Hey everyone, Behrooz here, broker, a member of House Realtors. In this video, we're talking about the market update for the month of August, and basically the main message to that can be divided into a few tips for buyers, sellers, and in general. We are also in the midst of campaigns for candidates for federal election, and I'm hoping that you choose wisely of whatever the values that you're most adhere to. I hope that your representatives represent you very well in any political mindset that you have, and they're supporting. So let's start with the stats. Stats are telling you that this August of 2021 was one of the greatest August in all-time history in terms of price appreciation and number of transactions. But when you're looking at details of that, you understand that usually in a typical August, not in the pandemic, not exactly this year, not last year. In a typical August, we do have number of sales appreciating in comparison to the month before. June, July, August. Let's say after May, things start to slow down, and August is a time that number of transactions pick up. What happened this year was that number of transactions actually dropped significantly in comparison to July, and this is one thing that I wanted to mention. That second thing is that we are in the midst of pandemic still, and what we are seeing right now is that not so many houses are coming up for sale. Well, basically, you can't tell any reason, but the basic reason for any of the price appreciation, number of sales, and also in this video, I'm going to tell you that so many houses are not coming up for sale because the sellers are really worried about the showings, and what's going to happen is even to the last stages of the pandemic. If you're considering now last stages of this pandemic, as the vaccines roll out, have been almost complete, almost 80% of the whole total population have been vaccinated, not one shot, almost twice. Booster shots are coming. Still, so many sellers are hesitant to come into market. One of the reasons being they are hesitant because people are coming to their house and they don't want to be infected with the disease in the last stages of the pandemic. They want to have certainty. Other thing is that the price appreciation is so much so that they are kind of worried about their move. Previously, you could have moved with kind of a certainty that if you get whatever that you are getting for the house that you live in, well, basically for the savings that you have, let's put that aside. If you're getting whatever that you're getting for the house that you're living in, you can buy something else in return, smaller, bigger. You can plan for that. But right now, you're in the midst of crazy price appreciation. Well, the numbers that are telling you that 20, 30% price appreciation is not something that you can keep your savings up to that much. You can't sell your property 20% more than the last property sold to keep up with that price appreciation. So what's happening here is that we talked about the politics as well. There is an issue of price fixing that it's been mentioned a couple of times during the debates in the election debates, and I'm going to have a video on that. But price fixing is something that's a theory that's discussing the price appreciation when it's coming double digit all the time for a prolonged period of time. Price fixing is something that comes to mind, and that's going to be an unethical practice in the market. So coming back to the stats for the month of August, the number of sales have dropped, but the prices have gone up year over year, almost $100,000 in the totality of GTA. What it tells you is that if you're a seller, I can tell you that still the market is now considering that the finished product is more valuable than any other products that needs fixing. If you're a buyer, you have to come into market and buy right away. And if you're a buyer, you have to find pockets that are more depressed than any other pockets, because you can't compete with people who are competing with you. As I said, if the rates of price appreciation is that much, your saving is not appreciating that much. So you have to consider your budget, and you have to find pockets. So you have to think of stepwise approach to your final dream home that you want to own. So you can't go big shot, one shot, and find whatever that you're looking for. This is almost impossible in the environment that we are in right now. If you're a first-time buyer, you have to consider that the pockets that you're choosing still have plenty of space for appreciation. So for that reason, you have to be wary of, you have to be hand to hand with somebody who appreciates the market and this appreciation, and also puts you in front of everybody else in terms of winning in multiple offers. Last thing is my commentary, the video that I made for the price appreciation, for the number of, for transaction appreciation in the leases. In the lease sector, we do have almost double the size, double the number of transactions that we have experienced in the past 10 years in the month of August. Sorry, in the second quarter of the 2022. The reason for that being that if you think about last year we were in the midst of pandemic. We were in the beginning of pandemic, so many uncertainties. So instead of people leaving their current accommodation at the time of, let's say, May or April, and moving into, because we do have two cycles in a year for leases. One is the May and April, another one is September and October. So if you take off May and April last year of 2020, you'll notice that we're in the beginning of craziness of this pandemic. So people stopped and they didn't move, and they gradually moved. So the cycles that we had for every typical year, now this year they are overlapping. So that's the reason that so many internal interest in moving in a lease sector has happened, and the number of houses that were available for rent weren't that much, again because of the pandemic, again because people were scared to show their property. We were scared that the current tenant might be, the health of the current tenant might be jeopardized during the pandemic by showings, and that contributed to the craziness in the lease market as well. At the same time, when the prices have dropped significantly, so many people with not that great of intention are coming into market to just save money, because if you can't save money for the next step, which would be buying houses, you can't do it at any time. You have to save money. So this was the prolonged video of reviewing the market stats for you for the month of August of 2021. I hope that you find it useful. Also, the tip for the rest of the year is that we are going to see a better market, more moderation in the market. There are going to be ups and downs, ladder-wise, a ladder kind of a pattern of the market settling down, going up, going down in different pockets. So you need a good, bright person, good, bright team on your to work on your behalf, to work alongside you and your finances and your real estate, so you'll be taken care of. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.